We are going to do for loop in Python. Let me write the expression how does a for loop works. Uh, that is for loop. Here it is, say for x in sequence of what number is going to be that. And then we are going to say that, okay, perform statement 1 and same thing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the end. So this is sequence is going to be, so all of them is going to be after each other. When we have one space between them, that's going to be end of that. For example, let me write here, for example, right? Okay, I'm going to create a variable called number and put this array on this one. I put 10, or let me put it 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and 9. Okay, this number. So what I want to say that, okay, I want they print out each number, but meanwhile that I want to print out this is a variable, so it has to be assigned to this one. Let me give you a space here to remember. So we have a variable which is good to know it. This is an array variable. It has these numbers, okay? And what I want to do it, I want to print this number. So what I want to print it, I said, okay, for I create a variable as a counter. I can say counter doesn't make any difference. I can say a in num, that number that I wrote it. Then I want to set a print counter. Okay, let me run this one. How it's going. So it's going to write for me 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a counter. Each time it goes, it's go to next one. So it's going to be, if I put it 1, the next time it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's good. But let me see that, for example, if I want to do additional compression and computation here, math here. So what I want to do it, I want to say that power. So that's going to be power, another variable. And what I want to say, I want to say counter. Power 2. Okay. And then what I want to say, I want to say number, and I have to have this one on there. And the next one is going to be, no, I won't say that. The power of that one, I say here it is, power will be, and again I have, so 1, and then the variable power here. So first of all, the number is going to tell me, and then there is going to be another number right here. So let's see how does it, variable is going to be. Let's see how does it work. Okay, here's the number is 2. The first number is getting 2, and will be powered by 2. I will write here the will, and then again power of 5 is 25. Same thing is going back. So that is the for loop. So each time go until, if I write here, just give a space, and I write anything on the counter, I just write again print the counter for me. See how does it work. So only the last number which is stay on that one it gives me. So it means this is not anymore in the loop. This is out of the loop. So the loop for loop is a block of statement that is going to create it. Anyhow, in Python, when we have indentation, if we get out of that indentation, that is good. Right now, if I just copy that one and put it behind that, see what will happen. Let me run this, see what will happen. See, every time on the loop writes the number twice. Here it is, the number again is writing, but because this is in the loop, the first time it goes, so the counter here is going to be 2, but that we had it again, write it here. So as far as we get out of that loop, or it's if we are not in the block of a statement, if we just get out of that. So in this case, it's only one time is doing. So for character, for example, here it is. I just write this one for here. This is another thing for loop. For, I said that I can say I can say anything, any in, and let me say that the hello world, and I want to write each character every time that it goes. So I will say that print I, and actually I prefer to write instead I ch character, but doesn't make any difference. Just only I want to show you certainty. So it will write for me each character here. It goes to first character, second character, third character. So it's going to be, if I say that this is a counter, so any variable can be, doesn't make any difference as far as we write the same variable that we have for loop. So if right now I have to do it here, same thing. It's going to go pick up the first character here and write it. Go to second, third, fourth, and keep continuing. We have this space. If I take that space out here, see what will happen. See, we write everything. So if I have more space to do the same thing, because each space consider in the Python just one string. Let's go another one that we do it again for loop. We can say that in range of let's switch it 10 and I want print I. So same variable. So what we are saying that, you know, on range of 10, which is start from 0 to 9 at this one, print for me all the range of 6. If I do this one, what here it is, the result is going to be start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from 10 we have start from 0 and then to 9. Right. If we want to all 10 numbers, we have to put it for 11, go from 0 to 10. Similar to this for loop in range, but actually we predefined that one. For example, I can say that start from 1 to 6. Okay, this range for look for me. But if you get the number, what you have to do, if you get the number for me, just exit it. I don't need it. If you get the number, for example, if I want the number, if I can say that if I, which here is greater than 3, then don't do anything, just break it, get out of the loop, exit here. Okay, so let it greater than break it. But let me put a print here that uh, exactly tell me where we are. So it's going to, okay, let me do here. Okay, so I'm telling that from range of 1 to 6, if it's I greater than the 3, just get out of the for loop. So here's a break that I asked them, and it's just only if it is when it's greater than 3, break, it doesn't write anymore. So here's that. So that is something else, so you know that it goes from 1 to 6, and I can write it from 1 to 6, all of that, but just I want to show you that we are able to get out of the for loop with if statement. Now let me do the same thing. Let me have that one, copy and paste here. But in this case, I want go to range of 4. Okay, and I want it prints order from 0 to 3, and when it's done, let me know that this is the end of the, so I say else, and just let me know that was the end of the loop, the for loop that's going to end of loop. So we are able to use it, go all the way, and use, as I said, if or here it is. So it's going to go from 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, and then print each time. And when it's out of the for loop, is going to execute the else statement. Loop is very famous in all the programming language, but let me do one of them in Python. How does it work? I copy here, and here I said for this section I said from 1 to 10. Okay, one of them, and again I can do the same thing for this should be different number, so I put here x and I put here y, or 2 counter actually y, anything can be, and I can be this one. I'm going to put the same thing but 1 to 10, but here let me start from 10 to 20. Okay, and what I want to do, I want print x and y. Okay, I want to print x and y. I have to delete those one, I don't need them, and I take this one out of the loop. So it's going to print x and y on the same line, but let me give it distance here. See how does it work. That is nested loop that's going to happen here. I have to make sure that I indented here. Okay, this could be too long because it's going to go, the first loop is going to pick up the number 1, and then 110, 111, 112, 113, 114. Let me make sure this one is smaller, so that's easier. Probably 1 to 4, and the rest 1 to I think 5. See how that's, so what will happen the first time go through the first loop is pick up 1 and then go to this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me show you how does it work. Okay, here it is. That's nested loop. Okay, the first one is go to the first loop, pick up 1 and 1 here. So this is the 1. The second one is still they are in 1, and pick up 2 because this increased by 1, 2. Same 1, 3, 1, 4, and then this is going to be 2. Again, when it becomes 2, this is again 1, 2, 3. So this is nested loop that is in all the programming languages needed. Let me make this one shorter than be able to probably follow it. This one and these 3. So see what will happen, that is go 1 and 1 and 1, 2, because that is only 2 number it has. But if I add this one and 4 and run it, see how does it work. First one is going to be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Then it's going to be 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Doesn't go anymore to 3 because it's range of 1 to 3. So it's going from 1, 2, 3. So if this one increase, if I increase this one, that's going to be longer. Here it is, because every time, the first time is going to go to 1, pick up 1, then it's increase this one by 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, again 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. So that's the nested loop for 4. We can do same thing for, let me show you one more here for loop. What I'm going to do, that I'm going to create a color list, a variable named color, and on this one I'm going to add a few color, and then red, then the last one yellow. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I just want to, let me clear this one. I don't want to be a range, but what I want to say that xn color. Okay, what that's for me, print the color, print x for me. Okay, here it is. And right now if I run it, it's going to, so it's going to pick up first blue, red, yellow. I'm going to pause it, but let me tell you what's the exercise going to be done. So what we want to do, we want to have nested loop for two variables. The first variable is going to be that the name of the few cars, and the second variable is going to be color of the car. The first should be color of the car, second the name of the car. So we loop everyone and we say that, for example, red Mercedes, red Toyota, red BMW, and then next by one, the yellow this car, yellow that car. So let me see that if you can. So give me two nested loop for 3 items, 3 colors, and 3 cars. Let me do it together. I said I'm going to create a variable, call it colors, okay, and have okay, I said red here and black here, and then blue here. Okay, and the next one I have cars, again another variable here, and let me put BMW, set Benz, and then the Toyota or Ford, my favorite car. Okay, here. So what I want to do, I want to go through each loop and do it. So what I do, I say that for here in the colors first, and then next one I do it again for y in cars, this one. And then I want to say print x and y. See how does it work. What happened here? The first one is going to go that, let me put a print out here that we say that where we are. Okay, from the first one. The first one is red, BMW, then second comes red, Benz, and the third Ford. Next one, black, first, black Benz, black Ford. And then let's go to the last one. Last one is blue, BMW, Benz, and Ford. So that is nested loop. I hope you get the idea how the for loop is working and nested loop. Nested loop is very usable in programming language. Hope you learned something. You need to practice, practice, practice until we get to the end. We are going to do one project